Welcome to my academy. In this video, let us understand the recent and most controversial Farm Bill 2020. In the monsoon session of the Parliament, the government introduced three farm bills. These are the Farmer Produce Trade and Commerce Bill, the Farmers Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Bill, and the Essential Commodity Bill. Let us understand all these in detail. The first bill is the Farmer Produce Trade and Commerce Ordinance. Under this bill, we have trade of farmers' produce, electronic trading, and abolition of market fees. Under trade of farmer produce, the ordinance allows intrastate and interstate trade of farmers' produce outside the physical premises of market yards run by market committees formed under the State APMC Act. Under electronic trading, the ordinance permits the electronic trading of scheduled farmers' produce in the specified trade area. The ordinance prohibits the state governments from levying any market fee on farmers, traders, and electronic trading platforms for trade of farmers' produce conducted in an outside trade area, thus by providing more profit to the farmers. The second bill, the Farmers' Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Ordinance. Under this bill, we have farming agreement, pricing of farming produce, and dispute settlement. Under farming agreement, the ordinance provides for the farming agreement between the farmer and a buyer prior to the production or rearing of any farm produce. The minimum period of an agreement will be one crop season or one production cycle of livestock. Under pricing and farming produce, the price of farming produce should be mentioned in the agreement. For prices subjected to variation, a guaranteed price for the produce and a clear reference for any additional amount above the guaranteed price must be specified in the agreement. Dispute settlement. Farming agreement must be provided for conciliation board as well as conciliation process for settlement of disputes. The board should have a fair and balanced representation of parties to the agreement. Essential Commodity Bill. Regulation of food items. The Essential Commodity Act 1955 empowers the central government to designate certain commodities such as food items, fertilizer, and petroleum products as essential commodities. The central government may regulate or prohibit the production, supply, distribution, trade, and commerce of such essential commodities. Stock limit. The ordinance requires that imposition of any stock limit on agricultural produce must be based on price rise. A stock limit may be imposed only if there is 100% increase in retail price of horticultural produce and 50% increase in the retail price of non-perishable agricultural food items. All these bills seems to be in favor of farmers. Then what is the key issues and why farmers are protesting? The main issue is the availability of buyers for farmers' produce and infrastructure. The Trade and Commerce Ordinance provides buyers the freedom to buy farmers' produce outside the APMC markets without having any license or paying any fees to the APMC. The Contract Farming Ordinance provides a framework for buyers and farmers to enter into a contract which guarantees farmers a minimum price and buyers an assured supply. But in 2006, Bihar repealed its APMC Act with similar objectives to attract private investment in the sector and gave charge to the markets to the concerned subdivisional officers in that area. This resulted in lack of required marketing infrastructure as the existing infrastructure eroded over time due to poor upkeep. The Committee of the State Ministers constituted in 2010 for agricultural marketing reforms observed that complete deregulation of markets did not help in attracting any private investment. It noted that there is a need for appropriate legal and institutional structure with a developmental type of regulation to ensure orderly functioning of markets and to attract investment for the infrastructural development. The Standing Committee noted that the availability of a transparent, easily accessible, and efficient marketing platform is a prerequisite to ensure the remunerative prices for farmers. It recommended that the Gramin Agricultural Market Scheme, which aims to improve infrastructure and civic facilities in 22,000 Gramin huts across the country. Dissent and debates. Agricultural sector reforms had been on the government's agenda for the last few decades, with the policy experts stressing the need to shift people from agricultural work to provide cheap labor in manufacturing and service sectors. But decent jobs were simply not there to allow large-scale shift of the rural workforce. Several attempts through reform commissions and committees to hasten this process remained unsuccessful. But if the center could not accomplish that earlier, the government used the opportunity of COVID-19 to push the laws through. It was not only the Farm Acts but also the Industrial Relations Code 2020, which changed the laws relating to the trade unions, conditions of employment in industrial establishments, and investigations and settlement of industrial disputes. Bitter experiences. In the several rounds of talks with the government in Delhi, when the farmers are insisting on a total rollback and not deliberation or amendments, they know what they are saying. Their decision is based on the experience and extensive discussion around the law. According to the farmer unions, their movement has forged unity and has now strongly converged with other people's rights. It is a fight not just for the farm produce prices now, but also for justice and democracy, and above all for dignity. As of now, the Supreme Court has put hold on these bills.